Hello, I'm Kevin, and I'm the Front Desk and Reservations Director for Portofino Island Resort. My duties include managing the front desk here at the resort as well as reservations. So some of the responsibilities that I'm involved with are hiring, scheduling, booking the actual units here at the resort, as well as checking in guests, checking out guests, billing, and then of course the main responsibility is ensuring guest satisfaction. Okay, some of these duties are going to include setting room objectives. So if we have important holidays coming up, where we would like to be as far as occupancy and room revenue. We also want to take care of the guests from the beginning of the reservation to when the reservation takes place, all the way to check-in, the whole guest experience, all the way to check-out. Duties include setting different room objectives, such as when we have different seasons here at the beach, Pensacola Beach, we want to be at certain occupancy levels. So we want to have a certain amount of rooms occupied. Not only that, we also want to be able to develop an experience for those guests that are staying with us that is memorable and really is a lifetime experience. So we always want to make sure that the whole experience is flawless from beginning to end. So from a reservation standpoint, we have to ensure that everything that we have at the resort is offered to them over the phone to entice them to come and stay with us. From a front desk experience is a guest service side. So everything from check-in to their stay, we have to monitor, and we have to ensure that the guest experience is memorable and it's a lifetime experience. And then that carries all the way through to check out. In order to fulfill these duties, it does require a lot of your time, sometimes 6 to 6.5 days a week, depending on the season. But with that time, there's really no other industry that you can give a service that's going to give you instant gratification. You have to really think about the experience that you put on is something that your customer or your guest is going to have with them their entire lives. So you do have to dedicate significant time to the occupation, but if you love what you do, it's very self-gratifying at the end of the day. I would recommend having a bachelor's degree from a university in the hospitality industry for sure. Marketing and advertising gives you a great perspective on the business as well. And really any kind of management degree will be very helpful for this occupation. Anything that shows that you can take something and take it all the way through to see it to fruition. I would also recommend to be successful in the industry, if you can get involved with any kind of internship for really any kind of hospitality company. For me, one of the greatest learning experience I ever had was when I did a hospitality internship. I was a marketing student, and I always believed that the best advertising was TV, it was billboards, it was radio. But after I completed my hospitality internship, I realized the best advertising was going to be word-of-mouth advertising. So with the hospitality industry, there's really no other profession out there where you're given an opportunity every single day to deliver an experience that's going to be the most effective advertising for your product. So I highly recommend doing an internship to really get involved with what all is required to be in this industry. As far as personality attributes, you really have to be a people person, and you have to show a great deal of, you have to be able to listen. You have to listen to your guests and listen to what they're looking for as far as an experience goes. And patience is a virtue as well. You have to understand that people want things and they want them done immediately. And you have to be able to listen to those requests and be able to make sure that those are completed. The best part of the job is like I mentioned earlier, is the instant gratification. Knowing that when you perfect, somebody's lifelong dream vacation, or you put on an experience that is once in a lifetime, like you perfect a beach wedding. It's really self-gratifying to be able to take that drive home and know that you put something together that people are going to remember forever, and they're going to take with them forever. I mean, a vacation, a wedding, a dining experience, or taking out a jet ski with your son or daughter. These are all memories that you're going to take with you and have in your memory bank, or through photos, through social media. You'll have these things forever. The worst part of the job is always when we're in season and the resort's really busy, is you have, it happens every single year, is you have families that are traveling looking for somewhere to stay, and we can't accommodate them because we just simply don't have the room. So it's always tough to hear the people on the other line when you're talking to them on the phone, looking for somewhere to stay, looking for somewhere to bring their family to go on vacation, and we can't accommodate that need because we don't have the availability. I know other people in the industry complain that it's always tough to fulfill so many different requests because nobody is the same, of course, and no family is looking for the same experience every single time. So, some people get frustrated with the fact that, what was good for one family or what was good for one couple or one guest isn't always the same every single time. So at some point it's frustrating for them because you think one day you have it right, and then the next day you find out that you just don't, and you have to figure out that particular situation, how to handle that and how to get the guest what they need. My advice would be to be involved with as much as possible. Is to interact with people with different interests, with different hobbies that you may not think that you would be interested in, or you may not think that you would have any kind of liking towards. Try it out. Be flexible. The biggest proponent for anybody being successful is, especially in this industry, is to be able to work with people of all different types of backgrounds, of all different types of interests. And the better you know how to handle that, and the better you know how to be open-minded about that, because there's going to be a lot of times where you don't necessarily agree with what somebody's saying, but if you can understand where they're coming from, you're always in a lot better position. One of the best classes I ever took in high school would be DECA, and it was an organization that at first I had to take in order to be able to leave school early so I could go to work. But after really taking the class, I realized that it was extremely beneficial for me because it did open me up to so many different people from so many different backgrounds. And the more diversified you are, the better chance you'll have at making your occupation a successful venture.